Hello YouTube, my name is McFlippers and welcome to my very first ever YouTube video and episode 1 in the lovely land of Druxe. I'm super excited to get into the video, so without further ado, let's go! Well, hello everybody and welcome to Druxe, a land that hopefully I will be playing in for a very long time. This is going to be my new survival Let's Play, and new is not the correct term. Very first survival Let's Play ever in all of eternity. So, mining resources in the beginning of a world is not exactly the most fun thing to watch, so I figured I would enlighten you with a little backstory as to why I am starting this channel in the first place. So, I believe the story begins approximately 5 years ago, in a land far, far away. I started playing Pocket Edition on my tablet, and that was a very long time ago. So long, in fact, that was before Pocket Edition even had infinite worlds. You were lucky to even get an infinite water source in those days. Anyway, I played Pocket Edition for about 4 years of that time, until I finally got PC Edition, which is obviously what I am playing right now. And I must say, PC's much better than Pocket Edition, mainly because of how many extra features it has compared to Pocket Edition. Shovel! Yeah, so mainly because of how many features it has compared to Pocket Edition, I had all kinds of new materials to work with, new things to play with. It was much more fun than Pocket Edition overall, and that's when I discovered build tutorials. So I started watching tons of those, building, practicing, having lots of fun in Minecraft, started playing on servers, and I got good enough to the point where I said, hey, why don't I try showing people on the internet my creations? And so that is what I've done. I created a channel, and here we are, mining trees. Although, I would find it more beneficial to go mine those big trees. So I'm going to grab my crafting table, and we'll be on our way over there. Goodbye, temporary mineshaft. We will miss you. You will be loved. The plans for this episode. Mostly, my goal is to get tons of resources, maybe find diamonds, although I don't know if that's too much for the first episode or not. Maybe I'll do it in the form of a time-lapse. I probably will. But we're going to be building a little house, probably a log cabin in the woods somewhere, because this is a quite vast forest. We're probably going to be getting at least, well, not probably, we will be getting at least iron armor in this video, because I'm not going to deal with no armor, and leather is a waste of time, especially because you need it for books. So why waste leather on armor? Getting trees, not the most interesting thing to watch, but I don't want this to be like a Let's Build series, so I think what I'm going to do now is start up a super speedy time-lapse version of chopping down tons of trees and clearing out a little bit of a space for our log cabin. So, hope you enjoy the time-lapse, and I will see you on the other side. Welcome back everyone from that lovely little time lapse. I hope you enjoyed. In that time lapse we collected a bunch of trees, some oak from over there and some spruce from over there, and we got ourselves a little space right here to build our house. And we did get a lot of wood, but it took a long time, so in retrospect we probably should have gotten our iron tools first. But despite my lack of planning, we are here and I have all the wood we need to build our house. So, I did touch upon the things that we'd be doing in this episode, but I never actually talked about things that we would be... Do I like this? I don't know, I'll try it. But I never actually talked about things that we would be doing in the future of these videos as a whole. And that's something I wanted to talk about in this episode. So, things that we're going to be doing in the future generally consist of building cities, expanding the lore. As I said in the beginning of the video, about 5 years ago I started playing Minecraft, and at that point I started making cities and lores and characters for those lores, and I need to stop falling off these poles. And when I fell off the pole, and so in this series I'm basically going to be trying to expand upon those lores, create more of them, create more characters and more cities in or around the lovely land of Druxe. Now Druxe, keep in mind, is only one city, one land, one great expanse of land in the grand scheme of my entire world. There's many more cities to come, many more things to build. And that is basically where this series is going. Now back onto our house, and this lovely pole I've created. I think we're going to have the 2-story house here, just 2 stories, and then maybe... Is the roof tall? No, the roof's not tall enough to have an attic in it, but that's okay. And I think what we're going to do is come somewhere across the middle and make a kind of overhang right here. Not like a terrace, but more like a porch. Like the roof on a porch. And we're going to have it just slant down over here, and we'll have... like the entrance to the house will be on this big flat side. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I haven't actually built anything. So one thing I like to do when I'm building is put patterns on the bottom of the roof. It takes up some of the wall space, so I don't have to have any repeating window patterns or anything. And overall, I like the way it looks. It's a nice little touch, especially on Druxe style houses, or at least the carpenter houses that I build in Druxe style have very, very thick stone bottom. I'll put that there and that there. And look at that. It worked perfectly. Stairs on either end. Everything lines up perfect. Alright, so next is going to be that slant. So I'm thinking like this. And, oops, we'll not do that. Destroy you. And blam. And that'll be good. I like that. Let's see, I started here, go across. So now it's time for the detailing of our house. One thing I like to do is place a ton of fences along here. And you know what I think would actually be good for this house? Is if we took... Let me just see how this looks. I'm not sure if I'm going to like this or not. I think I do. Alright, we'll try it out. So I just went and put all the fences up, and I think the house looks nice with them. Except for these sections right here where it's just diagonal, but I think I'll be willing to overlook that a little bit just to move on with the rest of the detailing. I'm sure it will look fine in the end. So, on to the next step. We've already thickened up the roof at the top and put on the fences, so perhaps we should make a floor. I'm thinking oak floor because we did spruce walls. Always like to have variants in there. An extra block there, and just to make sure I don't bump my head on the staircase, I'm gonna have a lot of extra space in there. Just place in all those lovely stairs, put a backing into them. There we go. Lovely staircase. So I've had an idea for these flat spaces in the front. Now, I didn't really do anything else. There's nothing really much else that I can see that can be done. We can put in some stairs and stuff, but really the majority of the space is going to be taken up by windows and doors. So I was thinking, to fill up some of the space, we could do something like that. And that takes care of some of the space. But then that leaves that empty gap there. Maybe that. I think that's a much better use of our space. We still have a house to finish. And as much as I hate to say it, because I myself am a squid, Mr. McFlippers himself has to kill a squid to get the black windows. It pains me. Which is precisely the reason why I deem all of these 3 squids octopi. I hate octopi. They will all burn. Goodbye, octopi. Excuse me. Sir, pardon me, but you are in restricted area. This is the city of Druxe. I did not permit you to exist in the premises of the... Oh, you spawned up here. Yeah, that's rough. But I do actually have a wonderful idea that I'd like to show all of you. If I grab some trapdoors. So, out here, we've got that board and then a blank space up there. Now, normally, I have an overhang on my roof that comes out a couple blocks, and I can put a piece of glowstone in the overhang. But, because this house is small, I don't have that overhang, and so I've had to come up with a slightly more creative solution. And I have, I believe, the perfect idea. So, if I put a torch right here, we can put a trap... Oh, I'm not tall enough now. See, this is what I get for not planning things ahead. I can put a trap door there. And if I do one on the other side, and that side, on the dormer, it will light up the outside and the inside of my house. And I will no longer have zombies spawning inside, and I will also fill up a little bit of a gap. So I have braved the wilderness of the night to show you the completed product. Our house is now illuminated with the newfound trapdoor contraptions that we have installed into the roof. We have all our windows in, and I have detailed this side. Now what I think about this when I see it is, you know, if you squint at it, you kind of see a villager. You know, the big nose, just 2 derpy eyes, kind of an eyebrow. To me, it looks like a villager. Down in the comments, tell me if any of you guys think it looks like a villager. Maybe we can name this the villager house. No, that's a terrible idea. What can we name it? What can we name it that's symbolic of the kind of weird villager face? The house is nearly finished, and this video is nearly done. All we need to do are the 2 main topics. This porch kind of thing, and then we got this chimney. So first, for this, we're going to be doing, I think, we don't have any jungle. See, as a contrast, I usually use jungle wood to distinguish between furniture and building. But here we don't... Wait. We have so many stairs already. I was about to forget that. Har har. So we're gonna put this along here. There we go. And we can put in... let's see. Let me grab some of my chests over here. And we will relocate these chests. And then we're definitely going to need a crafting table out here. How is a carpenter going to work without a crafting table? He says, knowing exactly how a carpenter is going to work without the crafting table. There we go. If we had more details, I'd be sure to put them in, but we really don't. I mean, we could put a chair. We could put a chair. A chair is not a nice touch. Alright, everybody, I'm back, and as promised, I've got all my resources in order. So, first things first. Carpenter makes... there's gravel right there. Oh, man, that could have helped. But carpenter... Nevertheless, my lack of gravel needs a path, because this is a commonly treaded area, and as such, he makes a pathway across it. I would know firsthand because I actually did the same thing in my yard once. We walk down the hill the same way every single time, so it ends up making this pattern. Not a pattern, just a pathway of matted dead grass, and at the same time that it's a bit... Really? Because of signs there? Huh. Never would have thought. Oh, you learn something new every day. Oh, and you know what? I haven't got all my resources in order. We need some pebbles off the roof. Alright, so the kitchen's back here, which means the most likely place for the fireplace to be would be right here. So, we're going to grab our stone. Oopsie. I'm going to grab our stone. I need to... There we go. That and... Oh, well. That was a waste of time, wasn't it? And we're going to make it 2 blocks up. Which way should we go? I think... this way. Away from the house. And then... Nope, we're not going to do that. You know what we should do? We should do a trademark staple of my worlds. The thing I always do. You're a block lower, but you end up being a block higher. Because I say so. And it's just a kind of off-center wacky look. And leaves you perplexed looking at it. So if we jump down here and almost kill myself. Ooh, almost out of food again. Yeah, it's definitely going to be something we fix next episode. But, it doesn't contrast the roof very much. Now it does! Would you look at the magic of editing? The roof, magically, now contrasts with the chimney. That is the house. Exterior and all. Completely done. Finished. All done, and I'm quite proud of it. I very much like this house. Even the strange diagonal pattern. It's also kind of growing on me. I like it. It's all good. I did promise that we would be getting up to at least iron tools in this episode. And when I was gathering trees much earlier in this video, I stumbled across a ravine way up there. And that ravine is where I'm going to be heading for my very short end of the video resource gathering time lapse. We're going to collect our resources, come back here, talk about some stuff, and I'm going to end the video. So, I will see you all on the other side. Welcome back from the time-lapse. I hope you all enjoyed. As you can see, we got enough iron to build our tools and our armor. So, pretty successful time-lapse minus all the dying. I did put a little pause scene at the end so that you guys could appreciate just how many monsters were in that cave and the reason that I died so many times. Nevertheless, we got everything that I wanted to do done in this episode. With that being said, I'd like to thank you all for making it to the very end of my first ever YouTube video. I had an unquantifiable quantity of fun making it, so I hope you all enjoyed as much as I did. However, if you do have any suggestions to help me with future vids, feel free to leave them down in the comments section below. And if you did enjoy, remember to like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell to see more of my content. The channel and I would greatly appreciate it. And until the next video, keep on swimming with the squids, and I will see you then.